Hey guys, I'm Nate Anime, and welcome back to my channel. Today I got some Itasha news for you guys, in particular to Forza Horizon 5. In the last couple of weeks, the Forza Horizon team has been throwing out a lot of bans to a lot of players who have been playing Forza Horizon 5. Some of them have been for glitches, and others have been for vinyl raps, particularly anime-styled raps. Some of these raps have been considered lewd or inappropriate for Forza Horizon 5, which is interesting considering the fact most, if not all of them that are being banned are actually not that bad. In fact, most of them aren't bad at all. I think it's just the fact that they're anime. It could be a possibility that there is people mass flagging or mass reporting some of these content creators who make Itasha raps and Itasha designs for cars in Forza Horizon 5, because a lot of the people who are making these designs are actually getting banned. Two that I actually know, one called Catrisus. I'm sorry, dude, I cannot pronounce your name correctly. He recently got a ban for, I think, was around like 6 or 7 days or something like that, for inappropriate designs. And if you've ever actually looked through his catalog of just Itasha designs, or even just, just anime raps or anime designs or something like that, they're actually not inappropriate at all. I mean, it's not like, like crazy insane or anything. It's just a normal, plain, very good and high detailed design. And it's just on the car, and there's nothing really inappropriate. But apparently someone in the Forza team at Turn 10 thinks that this or some of his raps are inappropriate, which is pretty strange. I don't understand it. In fact, I did 2 videos not too long ago on this person's particular raps that he has in the games, and if you take a look at those raps aren't inappropriate at all. They're actually very like PG. They're not even PG-13. They're pretty PG, to be quite honest with you. I don't see what's so inappropriate about them, but recently the team over at Forza thinks they are inappropriate. Now again, I do think this could be the case of people mass flagging or mass reporting certain creators and certain accounts and certain designs, because there are people out there who do this who just don't like anime or don't like Itasha on vehicles. There are people like that out there, believe me. I think this all goes back to when the Forza community got a very rude awakening from Turn 10 Games and the Forza team, when they updated their policy and guidelines and rules near the tail end of Forza Horizon 4's life cycle. If you don't remember that, there was the time where they updated their policy, rules, and guidelines and stuff, and certain raps were no longer allowed to be made anymore. And also with that, they also banned a lot of anime raps on Forza Horizon 4 as well. As you can see, some of these raps, again, just like the ones on Forza Horizon 5, aren't really that offensive. They're not inappropriate at all. They're actually pretty tame, to be honest with you. And it's funny because there are actually a lot of raps on Forza that are actually kind of like crazy and insane, and I would think those would get banned, but those are still on there. These raps, like harmless anime raps on cars, these are apparently very offensive and inappropriate, and we should not see them. Again, this goes back to me saying that, I still think that there is either a group or a big or small group of people going around mass reporting and mass, flagging and stuff like that on people's accounts, as well as on certain designs, which is what's getting them banned. Because again, if you look at some of these raps, they're not really inappropriate at all. But that's just my opinion. But I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Hopefully this ban wave will stop and cool down, and maybe, you know, the team over at Forza will realize that, you know, some of these raps aren't actually that bad. They're actually pretty harmless. Alright, and I got some more Itasha news for you guys. So, if you didn't know, Grand Theft Auto Online recently had an update drop called The Contract for GTA Online. This DLC featured some characters from story mode, Franklin as well as Lamar, and Dr. Dre into Grand Theft Auto Online, which is really cool. So they did come out with a lot of new vehicles. Unfortunately, the first couple of vehicles that they came out with did not pertain to any Itasha, or did not have any Itasha in them whatsoever. However, in the drip-fed content that is currently hidden inside the game, which, if you didn't know, when Rockstar usually releases a DLC onto GTA Online, they will usually release some vehicles at the launch of the DLC, and then they'll have some vehicles tucked away inside the game files waiting to be drip fed to the community, depending on how many days or what Rockstar feels like will they release these vehicles. So there are a couple of vehicles hidden in the games. Some of those vehicles are not Itasha, but there is one vehicle that is an Itasha vehicle, and this particular vehicle kind of makes me really excited because it is really the first one of its kind. I know this Itasha vehicle is the first one of its kind. They're all crazy unique. I mean, and how much more unique can it get? Well, this Itasha is actually a motorbike. Yes, that's right, it is a motorbike. This vehicle is called the Nagasaki Shinobi. It is a motorcycle based off of what I believe the Kawasaki Ninja, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it is based off of that motorbike. So yeah, this is kind of the first one of its kind. Here's a picture of it. I've been kind of deciding if I'm going to go into the game files myself and check out this bike, or just wait until Rockstar decides to drip feed this vehicle to the community, which, if I do go into the game files now, I really won't be able to test what the bike was, you know, like made for, like test it to its full ability. I'll just be getting a little bit of a taste of how it feels to drive in story mode and not in online, so I might actually hold off on doing the vehicle until it is released, whenever it is released, which, by the way, I don't know when this vehicle will be released. Speaking of released and drip fed, I want to touch up again on the Emperor Vectra. So if you didn't know already, the Emperor Vectra does actually have an Itasha livery. This vehicle came with the Tuners DLC, part of the drip-fed content. While the Emperor Vectra, as well as a couple of other vehicles that were drip-fed into the game, actually have some hidden liveries that you currently, as of the time and recording of this video, cannot access in online unless you go onto PC and use mods to use them and view them in story mode. Well, the Emperor Vectra actually has an Itasha livery hidden in the game files for that car, but you cannot access it because it is locked inside of the game files. Why is it like that? I do not know. This is Rockstar we're talking about here. They're drip feeding cars. At some point in time, they started drip feeding DJs, which technically they were drip feeding actual people. So just think about that for a second. But yeah, you cannot access this livery as of the current moment in time of me recording this video, and it's been like that since the Tuner DLC came out, and it's still like that as of right now, just letting you know. Well, I may have found a reason why this may be, and this is because there's a possibility that this content is being held for the expanded and enhanced version. Why do I say that? Well, apparently there was a secret new paint scheme or new type of paint added into the game, which gives you kind of like a holographic like look to your car now. It's in the PC version. I'm not sure about the consoles and stuff like that, but it's in the files of the PC and you can actually access it, and the colors are pretty wild. I gotta tell you, it's pretty cool, and also kind of hurts the eyes a little bit, I'll admit. It looks cool, but after a while, I mean, if you start looking at it too much, it might hurt the eyes or possibly even give you a seizure. Honestly, like, That's how crazy the colors are. But they add that new paint scheme, and it is speculated that those new paint schemes are going to be part of the new expanded and enhanced version. Well, I think this might also be the case for the hidden liveries on the Tuners DLC cars, as well as the Emperor Vectra. I think this is part of the expanded and enhanced version, and these liveries probably will not be released until the expanded and enhanced version is released, which is kind of sad, honestly, but I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just part of some drip-fed content that will be added into the game. Alright, and last but not least, I do have a car meet to tell you guys about that you can actually expect to see some Itashas at. Again, this is at the Desertland Action Park in Orlando, Florida. This is a meet that happens every other Wednesday. It will be happening this Wednesday, which I must clarify, these meets actually happen every other Wednesday, not every Wednesday. I know for the past couple of videos I've been saying they happen daily, every Wednesday. Well, it's actually every other Wednesday. I do apologize on that. But yes, there will be a car meet for the end of the year at Desertland Park in Orlando, Florida this Wednesday. So if you want to see some cool Itasha vehicles or just some cool vehicles in general, stop by. It is the last car meet of the year at Desertland Action Park in Orlando. So yeah, it should be pretty good. And on that note, that will conclude all of the news and updates I have for this video, as well as the rest of the year. This will be the last news and updates video for 2021. It has been a really great year, guys. I can't even express how much of a great year it has been this year. I've gone out to so many places, I've seen so many people, I've met so many good friends. It's been really awesome, and 2021 has really been a really great year. Obviously it was better than 2020, where we really couldn't do anything at all, but it's been a really great year, and I've really had a lot of fun sharing it with a lot of you guys, as well as a lot of my new friends that I have made throughout the year. Hopefully 2022 will be just as good. Hopefully we'll be out of the pandemic by then. You know, I mean, I didn't actually expect us to still be in a pandemic near the end of 2021, or even at the start of 2021. I thought all this would be blown over by now, but apparently, you know, with all these new variants coming out and stuff like that, it's still unfortunately a thing, but it is what it is. Hopefully 2022 is a better year without any type of pandemic concerns and all that stupidness, and hopefully everything goes great. So yeah, this is the last news and update video for 2021, which this doesn't mean this is going to be the last video of the year on my channel. I still kind of want to get some videos out before the year is up, but yeah, man, it has been a great year, and I thank you guys for coming to my channel and enjoying my content throughout the year. Hopefully I see all you guys next year. But yeah, that's all the time I have for today in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.